Hi everyone, Margaret Manning here, 60andMe. Welcome to Mornings with 60andMe. This is a new feature we've just started. It's an opportunity for me to get together with you every morning and share stories that I think are relevant to our community and get you up to speed on the events that are happening in the world and things that you should know to get your day started. So here I am. It's a beautiful morning here in Switzerland and I've got my cup of tea. This morning I have chosen green tea. I actually quite like tea of any kind, but green tea is my favorite. So I've just had a nice cup of tea and I hope you're having a great morning yourselves. Hope you have had a great July 4th if you're in the States and starting off the week with a really nice morning. So some news to share with you. First of all, this may not seem like very big news to anyone else, but I just really am fascinated by the space program. And this morning, the scientists at NASA had a huge breakthrough. They launched a spacecraft about 5 years ago to circle Jupiter. And this project's gone on for like 15 years. It's a very big, important project for them. And this morning they had this moment where the spacecraft had to enter the orbit of Jupiter. And Jupiter is a huge planet, like 1,000 times bigger than the Earth. And it's it's got all kinds of really intense, toxic energy radiation. So they had this moment to get it into orbit. And if it didn't get into the orbit, it was gone forever. But they succeeded, and it was so cool that they did this. They actually got the rotation now working. So for the next 20 months, it's going to be circling quite high. I mean, quite as close to the surface of Jupiter at 2,600 miles, to actually take pictures and understand how it was formed. And hopefully get more insights into our solar system. So anyway, I think that's a really big deal. And what's kind of cool about us women over 60 is that we've really been through the space program from the beginning. I think Apollo was in 1969, and that was the first spacecraft that landed humans on the moon. And then of course they had all kinds of developments with the International Space Center, that's now orbiting the Earth on a permanent basis. We've got the Hubble Space Telescope that's given us amazing pictures of space. When you stop to think about it, it's a pretty amazing world that we have lived through, that we have experienced in our lives. So I think that's kind of cool. But anyway, that's one of the stories I wanted to share with you. It's kind of a neat one. The other one that struck my eye this morning was listening to the coverage of the Olympics coming up in Rio. It's a month from now, 1 month from yesterday. And like every Olympics, in the past, they're panicking at the end. Will everything be finished? The new metro hasn't even opened yet, and they won't open it, I think it's a week before the Olympics. So everything better work. But there's been so much controversy around the Rio Olympics. The government in Brazil is having challenges, not that stable. They've had problems with this Zika virus, which is a mosquito-borne illness that is just affecting so many people. And several athletes have actually pulled out of the Olympics because of this. So that's another challenge for them. But it really is a great opportunity to get countries together. I was looking, the first Olympics was like in 1896 in Athens. And of course now in Rio, it's just a whole new experience. There's, 136 women's events alone, is over 200 in total. And there's just going to be so much interesting, activity. And I think that the other thing that's cool is this torch, the Olympic torch is on its way now in Brazil. It's been going since May, but now it's reaching the halfway point, and on August the 4th, when the Olympics open, it'll light the cauldron, and it really represents, unity and peace, and just sportsmanship in the world. And there's not too many events that try to do that, and I just think the Olympics are a really great way of bringing people together. I know we have women in Brazil. Are there any women watching this who live in Brazil who could maybe tell us what it's really like there, what's going on, and are you going, and what's your feeling about it? So anyway, I think it's really a cool thing. So there's a couple of things. Those are two of the stories that I think are kind of from on top of my mind today. I do have a good news story. I always like to do one. peace, because the world is just so full of challenge right now. But I was reading yesterday about this really interesting place in Seattle that has combined a daycare, like a child daycare with or preschool with a nursing home. This is so cool. They actually, 5 days a week, the kids, go to school. They have their preschool and nursery school. And then for certain activities, art, music, and, little social projects like making sandwiches for homeless people. And, just a really cool education for these kids. They get to interact with older people. And, some of them have some illnesses, Alzheimer's and other, situations where they're not, used to being around young children, but you watch the video, this woman called, what was her name? Britt, I think it was, Briggs, who put together a video. And it's so sweet. You see the little kids, helping the older people and repeating their name and trying to help, just get the energy going between the two. It's really, really cool. I just think there's more opportunity for older women and men to do this, don't you? I think that, we did an article a few months ago for Huffington Post, and it was called 60 Things That Older Women Want Younger Women to Know. This article got so many likes, 22,000, I think, and it was clear that there's a role for older women and men to play in the lives of younger people. And I just think it's a really powerful opportunity that we have as we get older to share our experience and our wisdom. So I got a bit of light there in my camera. The sun is out. So that's my feel-good story for the day. And oh yeah, one more thing that you all may be very interested in here, take a note, is that today is National Bikini Day. So if you've got a bikini hidden away in your drawer there somewhere that you haven't worn, even if you're not going anywhere, just put it on today. Celebrate National, is it International? I think it's National, US, Bikini Day. And the other option, of course, is to find some water, find a park, a beach. Just go and just celebrate your body. Just enjoy the day and have a wonderful, just a wonderful time being who you are, your beautiful self. So I hope you have a great day. I guess the question for you today, I'd like to go back to that story about mentorship because it's kind of important to me. I'd like to just ask you, if you had the opportunity, would you mentor a younger child or younger person? Is that something that would interest you? And if you already are mentoring or volunteering in that area, tell us about your story. I'd love to know more. Let's use this venue this morning with 60andMe to actually share conversations. Put them in the comment section below. Let's just take a few minutes while you're having your tea and just getting ready for the day to connect with all of our wonderful women around the world. So, would you be a mentor? That's my question for you. Have a great day, everyone. Take very, very good care. Take care.